Harvard's battle with the Trump administration isn't just about politics, it's a fight for the soul of American higher education. But here's where it gets controversial. Is the university standing up for academic freedom, or is it overreaching in its defiance? Let's dive into the voices of Harvard's supporters, critics, and those caught in the middle. And this is the part most people miss. The real stakes aren't just about funding or legal battles. They're about the future of education itself. A call to resist. Dan Aaron, a Harvard alumnus from Texas, urges the university to remain unyielding. Resist the pressure from the Trump administration. Harvard has long stood as a beacon of principled defiance against this administration. Stand your ground. Others, like Max Roberts from Oregon, argue that Harvard's leadership missed a chance to de-escalate tensions. President Garber's refusal to engage constructively only deepened the divide, he writes. A decade of consistent, pragmatic leadership might have restored trust in Harvard's mission. Financial and moral dilemmas. Roy Nord, a Washington, D.C. alumnus, sees his $500 donation as a small but symbolic act. If thousands of alumni follow suit, it could offset the billions lost in federal funding, he says. Meanwhile, Robert Berman from California takes a harder line. Withhold funds from Harvard. Paying lawyers is money wasted on education and research. But is this fair? Should universities prioritize legal battles over academic priorities? The debate rages on. Curriculum under scrutiny. Frank Manheim from Kansas City highlights a polarizing issue: Harvard's curriculum. Courses like abolition ecologies and statelessness reflect a fragmented left-leaning agenda, he argues. Would the Founding Fathers recognize this as education for citizenship? Others, like Dr. Annie Tubaji from Swansea University, counter that Harvard's resistance to authoritarianism is a global cause. The world is watching, she writes. You are the crown jewel of knowledge. Stand firm. Kelsey Tosofsky, a Harvard PhD graduate, brings attention to the university's workers. Researchers, students, and staff are being laid off, threatened with deportation, and forced out of their careers, she says. Harvard's unions have called for solidarity. Will the administration join them? This raises a critical question. Who truly bears the brunt of this conflict? Is it the institution's leadership, or the everyday people who keep its mission alive? A nation divided. Michael Lawler from Massachusetts quotes Benjamin Franklin. If you would persuade, speak of interest, not reason. He argues that Harvard must connect its mission to the interest of average Americans. Stop preaching to the choir. Show the public how your research impacts their lives: healthcare, technology, climate solutions. Otherwise, the populist backlash will only grow. But can an elite institution like Harvard truly bridge the gap with a nation divided by ideology? The road ahead. William Nolan, a New York alumnus, calls for a radical overhaul. End tenure, restructure leadership, and restore order. Harvard needs a management turnaround to survive this crisis. Others, like Marianne Romack from Canada, urge resilience. The high road is lonely, but it's the right one. Harvard must protect its legacy of free speech and leadership. Final thoughts. As Harvard navigates this storm, one thing is clear. The battle isn't just about legal victories or financial survival. It's about defining what universities stand for in a fractured world. Should they be neutral ground for all ideas, or should they take a stand on societal issues? Is the fight against authoritarianism worth the cost of alienating political allies? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe Harvard's resistance is a necessary stand for academic freedom, or is it overstepping its bounds? Share your perspective in the comments below.